ought to be amended if it were possible.
I just want to underscore a point you make, and that is that there are bad Supreme Court decisions. Historically, there have been bad decisions. Ideas change and evolve, and some of those decisions can be undone. The point you're making about this one is that it is structurally damaging and can have an effect that will be very hard to undo because it unbalances our way of thinking about our government.
That's right. And in that regard, Ali, I would want your viewers and listeners to understand that, in effect, this decision was reverse engineered by the Supreme Court to reach the result that it did in this sense. The former president has been charged by the United States of America with perhaps the gravest crimes possible by an incumbent president, with the exception of perhaps of treason. The only result that would protect the former president from prosecution for those grave offenses against the United States of America was the rule that the Supreme Court adopted of absolute immunity for all official acts by the President of the United States. Never before in 250 years, Ali, had anyone, to my knowledge, anyone, even suggested that that is the rule or ought to be the rule. Not even the Supreme Court. In fact, the Supreme Court itself for 250 years has suggested the absolute polar opposite, that the President of the United States, of all persons, is not above the law and subject to the Constitution and the laws of the United States. This Supreme Court created this rule out of whole cloth, Ali.
And that needs to be fixed. Judge